He just did the countdown. That means we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sacred Voices Live. How are you? Yeah, I like the energy. Well, my name is Sarah Day. I will be your host this evening. So glad everybody's here this evening. And we have a great show for you guys that I really hope you're ready for. I don't think you're ready for it. You will be ready for it by the end of it, right? A couple of housekeeping rules in the beginning here. We try to be respectful of everyone that is behind this microphone, right? As well as anybody that's sitting next to you in these chairs. So just be respectful, be mindful of your neighbor. Feel free to kind of smile at a person next to you, give them a nice little wave. And behind me here, we have these screens. So we have our social medias. We have Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. TikTok did not get banned, so yes, we are still on TikTok. And then we have a QR code up here on the right corner. Now, if you all are able, you can use your phone, scan that QR code, and then it will take you to a page where you are able to actually donate to us, where you're able to see prior shows, where you're able to stay connected with us, sign up for a newsletter, text message updates as well. And I was actually informed before the show, and we'll talk about this a little more later. For $7 a day, you can sponsor your local Sacred Voices. Okay, $7 a month, you can sponsor your local Sacred Voices chapter, right? So we will talk about that a little bit more later, but I really want to get into our opening act. They go by the name of Vince Graham, who I had the pleasure of speaking with before the show. An amazing human being, I must say. Let's get into this bio, Vince. Our opening act is Vince Graham. Small town roots and heartache. Sounds like all you'd need is a guitar and some vocals and you have a country album. That's what Vince Graham is here for. Combining vocal prowess and real emotion, you're bound to be captivated every time this man touches a microphone. Look out for his album coming later this year. I actually heard that he released a single just about a week ago. I'll let him talk about it, but I'm excited about it. Our featured performer will be coming up a little bit later in the evening. But first and foremost, let's bring Vince Graham up to the stage. Please give it up.
Anybody else getting hit by the allergy bug? Oh, man, snuffles are just crazy. All right, my name is Vince, as she said. That was a beautiful introduction. I appreciate that. Just play some good music for you today. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Needless to say, I'm marching ends, but I'll be stolen away. You're all the things I've got to remember. Shy away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. what you say. Is it life or just to play my worries away? And all the things I've got to remember, just shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. I'll be gone in a day or two. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna pretend I didn't mix up the words on that one. Which is hey girl. My friend just showed up. I haven't seen you in forever. Glad to see you. Okay. I'm gonna do a little jelly roll. Somebody save me for myself. I spent so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing seems to help. All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. What if the night sky was missing the moon? There were no shooting stars to use wishing on you. All of my sorrows, just wash them down. It's the only peace I've ever found. All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. Ooh, ooh. mention, if you want to perform, there's a sign-up sheet directly in front of me. Put your name on there if you want to do some music, you want to poetry, whatever you want to do. Put your name right there. And let's hear something else from other people. Let's do it. I got a couple more for you guys today. This one really hits home. Doesn't really matter what walk of faith, what belief that you go into. I think this song really describes being able to have hope even in the moments, especially in the moments where you feel hopeless. Well, I don't always feel it. Yeah, but that's when I need it the most. So I'ma keep on singing till my soul catches up with my song. There's times when my hands go up free, times that he calls. Days when a praise comes out easy, days when it takes all the strength I've got. I bring my heartfelt, been through hell, hallelujah. I bring my storm-tossed, torn-sail story to tell, hallelujah. Oh, oh, 'cause God, you've been patient, God, you've been gracious, faithful whatever I'm feeling or facing. So I bring my heartfelt, it is well, hallelujah. Oh, oh, hallelujah. Well, I've wrestled with the darkness, but I'm trying to reach for the light. Little struggle keeps me honest, and it breaks down the walls of my pride. 'Cause faith isn't proven like gold till it's been through the fire. Hey, hey. My head, heart, and hands feeling heavy, so that's when I lift them just a little high. So I bring my heartfelt, been through hell, hallelujah. I bring my storm-tossed, torn-sail story to tell, hallelujah. Oh, 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 'cause God, you've been patient, God, you've been gracious, faithful whatever I'm feeling or facing. I bring my heartfelt, it is well, hallelujah. Oh, oh, hallelujah. Whoa, Appreciate that. That song is called Hard Fought Hallelujah by Brandon Lake if you want to listen to it later. It's beautiful, beautiful music. I'm going to finish this off with one more song. This is a original song that I just released last week. It is my first original song that I've released to the public. And I hope you enjoy it. It is called Up to You. It is on every streaming platform that you can find. Not too much for you. Not enough for you. Then just tell me to leave and I'll grab all my things and I'll go. Won't go unless I say. Told you I'd stay, but the pain and the wandering kill me inside every day. But if you want me to stay, then I'll stay. Right by your side through the day and the night. I'll be here, I won't leave without you. And if you want me to leave and I'll leave, you might be better off without me anyway. I'm a fool, no good for you. The truth is somewhere in between. All I know is I love you. Say you're scared, well so am I. Been hurt too many times. I'm afraid you'll just leave and I'll pick up the pieces once more. But if you do, I know this heart will never go anywhere else again. I'll be thrown in a towel for good. But if you want me to stay, then I'll stay. Right by your side through the day and the night. I'll be here, I won't leave without you. And if you want me to leave, then I'll leave. You might be better off without me anyway. I'm a fool, no good for you. The truth is somewhere in between. All I know is I love you. So tell me now, before this heart breaks forever, are you in this for now? For worse or for better? Do a drop on my knees to cry as I sing? Or drop on my knee to give you a ring? But if you want me to stay, then I'll stay. Right by your side through the day and the night. I'll be here, I won't leave without you. And if you want me to leave, and I'll leave. You might be better off without me anyway. I'm a fool, no good for you. The truth is somewhere in between. All I know is I love you. The truth is somewhere in between. So I guess the rest is up to you. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please sign up. Let's get some more acts up here. Let's do some more music. Let's rock it out. There's no pen. There's no pen. That's what somebody said. All right. But that's it for my time today. I love you guys.
Please give it up one more time for Vince Graham. Vince, Vince, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Come here for a second. May I just say, oh, it's good to see you. May I just say, you are a huge talent, and we're so lucky that we were able to just experience what you gave us. We hope you come back, and best of luck on everything. You're amazing. Please give it up one more time for Vince Graham. Well, that was awesome. We got a pen. Okay. Whew. Sorry about that, you all. Now, what I like to do, even though I am on camera and I can't take the mic with me, I'm going to pass around this sign-up sheet almost like a collection plate. Now, you don't have to feel pressured to put your name on it, but if you happen to put your name on it, it's awesome. Makes me smile. Makes you smile. But don't feel pressured. All right, cool. All right. So, as I said earlier, before our amazing guest just like bless us with amazing music. My name is Sarah Day. I'm your host this evening. I'm super glad to see so many faces in here. I actually see some familiar faces and some young faces that it's always amazing when the youth show up, for sure. So, Sacred Voices. I'm like, shout out Vince. That was really good. That was really, really good. Yeah, just having a moment. Sacred Voices. Sacred Voices empowers BIPOC youth to find their voice, embrace their culture, become community leaders, and promote artistic expression in the Denver metro area. Now, this evening, as the collection plate makes its way around the room, please be mindful that performance spots are roughly about 5 to 7 minutes per. If you want to go a little over, it's all right. Just like give me a motion or something so I know what's going on. Otherwise, we won't like sweep you off the stage or anything like that, all right? Now, please be mindful the show is recorded. Now, follow this finger here. We have a camera right here. We have a camera right here. We have a camera straight to the back right here. And we have one right back there. So when you get up, because if you need to use the restroom, get water, we encourage that. But please just make sure we don't get the back of your head. It's cute and all, but, those who are streaming don't necessarily want to see that. Now, please be mindful you're allowed to say whatever it is that you want. Just know that if you do swear a lot, you'll probably be cut from the televised version. And that's okay. You can say whatever you want. It's just that PBS may not want to hear that either. I don't think we have a very verbal crowd. Can I get a woot? I got one woot. Can I get a woot woot? Okay, there's like 3 owls in here. Can I get a woot woot woot? Okay. They're just nervous, Vince. That's all. They're just nervous. I know. I'm like, between the two of us, they got to say something. They got to give us something. So, fun fact, over the course of 2024, Sacred Voices served over 1,000 people in our workshops and open mics. That's a lot of people. Thank you. Aston, they're clapping. They're clapping out here. Now, if every one of them became a monthly donor at $7 a month, our organization would be fully funded with no need for grants, which would be really nice because you got to write letters and such. Now, donating $5 a month to Sacred Voices costs less than 1 coffee per month and ensures that our organization is community funded and will be around for years to come. That is newly added to my script, but I believe in every word that I just said. There is a QR code right over there. If you scan that, it'll give you access to all that and how you can stay connected with us, all right? With that being said, sweet, yes, we got some names on there, which is fantastic. That's all the formalities, right? Now we're here. Now we're in the moment, and I really need you guys to, like, feed off my energy, and I'll feed off of you all's energy, right? Just to really break the ice, and I never do this. I'm going to shout each of you out. I love your presence. I love your peace. I love your beautiful glasses and how they frame your eyes. I love your whole fit. I love your gorgeous smile. I was going to say your gorgeous smile too, but I'll say I like your curls. I love that your curves are absolutely beautiful, period. I love that even though there's a little bit of a glare, I can still see you shining right through. I love that you came back to see us. You're so welcome here. Welcome back. And I love that you bring such a genuine energy into the room that I feel like I can be myself. Thank you for being here. Please give a round of applause to yourself. Now, March is Women's History Month. Can I get a whoop whoop? That's right. And if you love a woman in your life, say whoop whoop whoop. Good, good, good. I'm glad we're doing well there. This is a poem by Nikki Giovanni just to get us started. This is called And I Have You. Rain has drops, sun has shine, the moon has beams that make you mine. See, rivers have banks and sands for shores, hearts have boom, heartbeats that make me yours. Needles have eyes through, though pens may prick. Elmer has glue to make things, stick. Winter has spring, stockings feet. Pepper has mint to make it sweet. See, teachers have lessons, soup du jour. Lawyers sue bad folks, doctors cure. All in all, this much is true. See, you have me, and I have you. That's right, that's right, that's right. I'm telling you, I can tell you guys are just a little shy, but y'all are smiling enough that I'm like, they're about to come out their shells. I can see it. I can see it. Now, here's the thing. People are still being kind of shy. So if you wanted to go over the 5 to 7 minutes, I'll allow it. I will allow it. I just don't want to rush you all if you weren't prepared to go first. And Charlie, wherever Charlie's at, let me look in the camera. Charlie, you should be here. I usually pick on Charlie first. So I don't know if you all want to do rock, paper, scissors. Or if one of you wants to volunteer as tribute. No Katniss Everdeen, huh? No Katniss Everdeen. My guy. But while you all figure that out, I guess I'll just stand up here awkwardly and do another piece. Is that all right? Okay. They're shaking their head for the audience at home. I released a single. I'm an artist. My name is Sarah Day. And it's titled Breeze. And it's a bit of a love song, if you will. But not just like the romantic fairy tale type love. It's like love that could be applicable to anyone in your life, right? And if this mic stand gives us too much trouble, trust me, we will toss it. Do you mind if I sing you a bit of it while they do the rock, paper, scissors? Is that okay? All right. And we'll just sit around the collection plate one more time. So, I'll just sing a little bit of Breeze, all right? So, well, only you can make me smile like that and bring me right back to life when I've been moving too fast. Life's been moving too fast. It makes me wonder, how could I have gone this long? What's a melody if I can't sing along? Feel your energy around me all day long. Peeks at collection plate that's still empty. Eased into it, then we breeze through it. It's becoming fluid motion. I can breathe right through it. Do it ever cross your mind? These moments giving climax, rhythms beating, travel fees and ocean views with no tax. Is it time already when you just got here? Time is racing, maybe I'm just facing real fears, real tears I felt for real years. Funny feeling up inside of me, singing now that only you can make me smile like that and bring me right back to life when I've been moving too fast. Life's been moving too fast. It makes me wonder, how could I have gone this long? What's a melody if I can't sing along? Feel your energy around me all day long. keep that snap. You see what you're doing? You're participating. You still get an A for effort. Now, mind you, the collection plate is not meant to be intimidating. And I apologize if I made anybody feel called out by that, alright? Now, having said that, who's going to go first? Yeah, we got a tribute! Is it Jahila? Jahila? Jahila Walker, she, her pronouns, is a massage therapist and doula. Please, please welcome Jahila.
Guess I'll read 3 pieces. Can y'all hear me? All right. I have a few pieces. I just started reading. I have a problem with being seen, so I've been challenging myself a lot lately and doing open mics. I know y'all see me, man. All right. I think the first one I'm going to read is Home. Um, this one kind of reminds me of like the 90s, back in like them old school times, so that's kind of the vibe that it has with it. Home. Home is like a hug, a warm embrace that helps moments last a little bit longer. It could be the calm to the chaos because where the world can be cold, it is warm. Where you let your titties out and your hair down, put your feet up and your belly out. Home is bonnets with no makeup and do-rags with slippers, moo-moos and terry cloth house coats. Home is soul food, barbecue, sun tea, and red Kool-Aid. Laughing till you snort, eye rolls, and teeth smacking. Home is where you fall apart and piece yourself back together again, secure and safe. Home holds worries and joys. Smells like grandma's pound cake with a pot of coffee, cut grass and rainstorms. Sounds like hand me that remote. Home is dominoes, spades, and cookouts, cousins going on a walk and funny uncles, aunties cackling and children coming in smelling like outside. Home brings peace. Shit, they say home is where the heart is, but do you know your heart? I honestly can go on, but ultimately, I realize home brings me back to my humanity. May you find home in you every day. Ashe. And then this one is called I Feel Like Art Today. It's a day I was kind of like feeling myself. I feel like art today. Velvety cocoa skin, full lips and big eyes, this bosom that has fed, these hips that have spread, my curves have softened and matured, each fold and valley whispering stories of change. I lay in bed today feeling beautiful. Oh my, I'm feeling fly. My fingers trace the stretch marks, golden rivers etched across my skin. Tattoos like sacred prayers, scars like ancient runes, like every line a sigil, a map, a memory. These markings are more than skin deep, they are spells woven in flesh, proof that I have lived, proof that I have healed. I wear them like jewels, a testament to my divinity. I feel like art today. Body worker, birth keeper, I have held people in their most raw forms. I have witnessed bodies unravel and fall apart only to gather themselves again, stitched together with breath, tears, and touch. Kintsukuroi, to repair with gold. Every flaw becomes a golden seam. Each crack turns into a stroke of comfort, a reminder that perfection is a myth and beauty lives in what's been mended. I turn them into art too. I reflect on the world, the life I've created with my hands, my mind, my body. These fingers have built, soothed, created, and nurtured. There is so much power in this vessel I call home. I am woman. Creator is my name, but most of all, I feel like art today. Soft and fierce, imperfect and whole, flawed and divine, I am the canvas, the brush, the masterpiece all at once, and I am beautiful. And this is my last one, and this one's called Parts of Me. This is my longest one, y'all. All right. My therapist suggested I give my emotions a face so I could finally see who I was. Who are the pieces of you? What do they look like? How do they act? Anxiety, she's always worried about all the other emotions, picking up after everybody, trying to organize and keep all the other emotions together, rushing around, can't focus, the stereotypical overworked, stressed out young single mama. Scared to let anyone in because she's been abandoned over and over again. Then there's fear. She has the strength of 10 men but doesn't use it, for her ruminating words of scarcity and the vastness of the unknown leave her unmoving. Stuck, broken, lost in the darkness, the chain she adorns like a proud sash, given to her by curses she had not spoken yet holds on to. Sadness is quiet, hardly noticeable as she rarely gets to make an appearance, brushed off as not to allowed to be shown because strength is the badge we must carry. She sits back, drenched in tears of her ancestors, mother, society, her own. She is heavy. Yet anger is here, wielding her sword, ready to strike down any interference, friend or foe. Mistrust is her only guide, as the wound she bears makes her protective of all the other emotions. She knows what betrayal has cost. She observes from afar. The warmth of her rage keeps you at bay, for few can handle the fire. Anxiety, fear, sadness, and anger, each one lingers, pressing against the wall of solitude, loud, quiet, restless, or still, yet all convincing you there's no way out, isolated. However, when I see these emotions but couldn't relate to them, disconnected for so long, I began to understand why they were so disoriented and confused. I began to wonder who else was there. So I invited Hope back in. It wasn't easy. I had forgotten how to call her name, but somehow she heard me. Maybe she's been waiting all along. Hope stepped in quietly at first, her presence like a cool breeze after a storm. She wasn't alone this time. Hope brought snacks and water because you need to stay hydrated for what's next. But she also brought joy and love. Joy didn't tiptoe in. She burst through the door, laughing and twirling, scattering petals of laughter in her wake. She wrapped her arms around anger, whispering, "I see your fire. Let's make it dance." She grabbed Fear's hand and said, "Come with me. I'll show you what's possible." Joy reminded anxiety to breathe, one thing at a time, she smiled. And then love appeared, steady and soft, certain. Love moved through the room like sunlight warming a cold floor. She wiped sadness's tears, held fear close, and kissed anxiety's worried brow. "You are safe," love whispered. "You are enough." Hope, joy, and love lingered, gathering others in their arms, reminding them they were never meant to carry it all alone. And now they all remain, not as enemies, but as companions. Anxiety still checks the lock twice, but now she pauses to breathe. Fear still whispers caution, but hope reminds her there's still more than just the unknown. Sadness still cries, but love sits beside her, unbothered by the tears. Anger still wields her sword, but now joy dances beside her, turning sparks into light. They are still here, loud, quiet, restless, still. But now they know they're seen, they know they belong, and I know finally so do I.
Yes. Hope, joy, and love lingered with me. Wow. Please give it up one more time. I always like to ask, and maybe that's why people get intimidated. But like, I always like to ask the poets, right? Like, and I know you don't have a mic with you right now, which it is wireless. I could take it off. Sorry, Aston. If you're willing to share, I know you're like, this was not a part of the. I didn't sign up for this. If you're willing to share, when was the first? How do I word this? When was the first time that, or an example of a time when you felt like You know what? I have overcome an anxiety, and I have proof that it does not have power over me. If you're willing to share. I know that's a tough one. You want me to circle back? Yeah. But that's a good one, right? Okay. That's why we're here on a Friday night. Um, and it's Jahala? Okay, perfect. Jahala can be found at jahala.rose on social media. Just lovely. I actually, fun fact, sent the collection plate around out there in the hall, over by the security desk, back in the back alley, and I collected another name. I did it. I like how you guys can clap for that. Soren, how are you feeling? Good? All right, please give it up for Soren Jackson. He, they pronouns, and they love, I've said love, but they like to write.
Actually, it's been a while since I've written some poetry, like really seriously. So let me find a moment to actually find one of my poems here. Um, I have this one. I wrote it a little while ago, like 3 a.m. or something. So it's still in the works. But then I think I have two. One I've read here before, a lot of good reactions, so I'm gonna read it again. But this one I'll just read. Make me homesick. Make me homesick for a life I never had, where my body obeyed me, where my mind operated in such a manner that I didn't feel homesick at every twist and turn of life. Made me homesick. Homesick for a life I think I had, covered in glitter and stickers and rainbows and scraped knees and loose teeth and dolls and stuffed animals and life and sound and color and music. Make me homesick for you, for a loss I'm grief is all. Sorry. For a loss I'm grief. It's all full of grieving for what could have been, where I could have been, and why I could have been. But it's too late to go back, so I savor the music that plays sometimes in my head and brings me back to you. Homesick. I want to go back to a home I never had, to a home I'll never have, to a home I've always had, to a home I can't remember, a home I can't help but grieve even the shadows of, that plays constantly, the static on the TV, mesmerizing and homesick. So that's one of them. Thank you. Find my dogs here. I've actually been writing a lot of like my story as a fantasy book. Very much in the works right now, but I'm working on it. Let me see. I have so many. Okay. Not this one. Okay. I think this is the one I read. It's pretty good. I actually wrote it in 7th grade. I live like a stray dog, walking aimlessly, wandering, starving for affection, wealth, attention, satisfaction is a foreign expression, something closer to addiction, to temporarily satisfy the endless. Temporary, you were temporary when you told me it would be forever. I loved like a starved man, hungry for something more, something constant and fulfilling, something fulfilling like a drug. Codependency and the rush of the chase ends after someone's been devoured, the lifeless shell of a person to wander the earth just as starved as me. Two of a kind. Meeting the same person isn't always as much of a blessing as a curse. A poison for one another, to disorient and rush until there's nothing left. Meeting yourself isn't as fulfilling if you're already seeking an escape from yourself. I live my life in a time loop. No one knows how disorienting it is to live every day the same. Wake up, get ready, go to school, go home, do homework, maybe. Play games, sleep, optional. The days, the months, the years blend together till I'm 10 to 13, right when I was 13. In 2 weeks, different people have the same mistakes, same people, different mistakes over and over and again, until there's no one left to play the part with. Act however you want, to the point I've forgotten who the role I was started to start with. I love like a stray dog, starved, hungry, never satisfied with who I am till I am who I could be, till you are who I want you to be, till I'm how you want me to be, till I've devoured you whole to fulfill the shell, for me to wear a quilt of your skin, picking and prodding until you've been proven unworthy, to prove my suffering to myself. I can prove I can be you, but better. only to suffer, to rot away, to be the shell of myself until someone perfect, worthy, takes me into their home, feeds me, repeats the cycle, a stray dog to stay astray. Yeah. Thank you. I think, actually, this is the other one I read here. I hope I'm not to time yet. This one's called Skin and Bones. This is my last one. It's a bit long. I haven't read it in like months. To be mortal, bound by flesh and burdened by bone, need, want, desire, hatred, emotion, trapped inside a prison of your own selfishness or your own jurisdiction, a soul of silk and serenity, incomprehensible even to itself, but not burdened by the thirst of knowledge, bared by people consciously or unconsciously, not burdened by the pressure of presentation or preservation, simplistic and complex, making no sense of its contradicted existence, though its contradiction to an object free of structure, a question, not a statement. A skin suit worn, tattered and stretching and squeezing, tight, moving, blinking, breathing, living, is a cage of inadequacy, asymmetrical imperfection that has next to no business coming without a zipper to climb out of and escape, to float with clouds and sleep in depths untouched by man. A skin suit to touch, to feel, to watch, to listen, to suffer, to experience, overshadowed by the limits, chains, restrictions of selfishness, greed, material, only to separate, restrict, force, abandon. Skin and bones were never made for this, my hands made to write poems and novels, consume fruits and cakes, pick flowers and hold another, but forced, molded, broken into a system based around the creation of work, not people but workers, humans, not humans but workers, not children but workers. Capitalism is a religion under which we all obey, whether conscious or not, out of reach, out of control. Where my life goes is stolen, devoured by the greed, formed consciously or unconsciously in the pit of your stomach, and the blood coursing through our veins, only to end upon our hands when one hates another. My hands are not meant to hate, to hurt, to take. My blood was not made to spill. My mind is cruel, my hands are greedy. My blood courses through my veins, only to rob others of the same sensation, consciously or unconsciously. Skin and bones are as burdensome as they are bright, soaked in the warmth of the sun, from pigment to pigment, texture to texture, mind to mind, each individually imperfect. That's what separates a human from a divine. Freedom from perfection, a divine will never know the suffering of mistakes, of guilt, of suppression, of suffocation, though a mortal knows all too well the trenches and throes of reality, and the highs of happiness which come after. Freedom is in the eye of the beholder, in which attempting to describe how to be a human to a god would be like an insect trying to explain to his son what it's like to be small. Freedom of experience, freedom to experience, where the limit is mind over matter. The limit is based in fear, and truth based in fear is falsehood. To be free is to think, thirst for knowledge, in a way it was meant to be, preconditioned to grow and expand past the preset extent, to advance past how you know you are, but who you want to be, who you can be. Icarus flew too close to the sun and his wings melted, but he flew. He experiences the blistering heat, burning high, shining bright right at his fingertips to devour the sun. He was free. He is free. To experience is to be free. To breathe, live, it's all temporary. If he never flew, he would have never fallen, but if he never flew, he would have never lived. To be free is subjective, limited by flesh and bone, pliable skin and brittle bone. Sorry, flesh and blood. The world is at your fingertips. Breathing, feeling, experiencing. To be human is to be free. Thank you. For a little bit of context, I wrote that one back in 7th grade. Credit slightly to my English teacher. I didn't really like her, but she did encourage me to write that. The prompt was, we're doing like a poetry unit, and the prompt was, what does it mean to be free? So I was like, okay, I'll just write this poem about it. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Soren. I think I told you the first time that you were here. I think I told you, or I thought it, that you're one of my favorite poets, and I just continue to look forward to like seeing you grow. So just keep going. I love it. I love it. I was watching people's faces in the background. They're just like, good for you. I would like to share another poem by Nikki Giovanni for Women's History Month. For those who are just joining us, welcome in. If you'd like to sign up, I'm more than happy to just leave this little collection plate is what we're calling it this evening. Hey. Out in the crowd. So this is by Nikki Giovanni. It is titled Balances. In life, one is always balancing. Like we juggle our mothers against our fathers or one teacher against another, only to balance our grade average. 3 grains of salt to 1 ounce of truth. Our sweet black essence or the funky honkies down the street. And lately I've begun wondering if you're trying to tell me something. Like, we used to talk all night and do things alone together. And I've begun, as a reaction to a feeling, to balance the pleasure of loneliness against the pain of loving you. Nikki Giovanni. Nikki Giovanni. Jahela, I didn't forget. You got to answer or not quite? I'm putting you on the spot. I get it. We'll see if I re-ask. So for those who are listening in on streaming, I was asked to re-ask the question, but here's the thing. It will be reframed because the way my mind works, I'm kind of all over the place. They invited me to host because I can engage with the crowd, but like staying on one track is like, whew. What I will say is, are you able to, thank you, are you able to recall a time when essentially you defeated your anxiety and it was like a conscious defeat? And you have proof. Yes, thank you. Keep thinking on it. Let it simmer. In Bali? In Bali? In Bali?
I was like, actually, that's very true. And I was like, very much so refusing to go. And she was like, yeah, no, you're going to go. And I, last year, okay, so there's a lot of things I'm not good at doing for myself. I don't like being seen. I am very good at celebrating other people and not myself. So I did a lot of healing for myself personally last year. And I went to Bali on a retreat with people I did not know by myself. And it was amazing. And I had paraglided for the first time off a cliff into the Indian Ocean. I got to fly over it and all that good stuff. And I was terrified, but it was beautiful and it was great. And I do got video.
The video is the proof. I love that. Well, congratulations. And I hope and wish for you that you stay in that energy. Because even listening to you tell that story, just the way you lit up, and I'm so grateful for friend back there for calling you out with love, you know. That's what this is about, you know. That's what makes you sacred. That's what makes your voice sacred, right? Is those moments. So please continue to tap into that. I there?
Yeah, that's not my stage name though.
Forgive me. Mix J? Apologies. Are you okay going now, or how do you feel? Oh, what do I want to do? So then, yeah, we'll vamp it. Aston Lopez, ladies, gentlemen, they, thems, is one of the creators, if you will, of Sacred Voices. I always say created. Sorry, what's the proper word? Co-executive director, which that's a flex. A big part of why we are here this evening. Aston, I would love to invite you to play a song for us. And this is, again, a special treat. Share with us what makes your voice sacred. Okay, there you go. Vince Graham is graceful enough to let us borrow his guitar. And this is a little bit impromptu, the same way asking you a question was impromptu. Welcome to Sacred Voices Live. This is what we do. It's a lot of impromptu. And it's what makes this work, to be honest. Collection plate. So here at Sacred Voices Live, it's not just poetry was the question. Poetry, you can sing, you can rap, you can do aesthetic dance. Did you have something in mind? Comedy? Actually, I don't know if you were here for that, Soren, when there was like a middle school. There were featured middle schoolers who came, middle school or high school, that came, and they actually shared like some comedy, which was pretty cool. So yeah, comedy is always welcome. I got some. And as Aston continues to get ready, just know you are in for a treat. Let me hype up Aston for a second here. Aston is in a band, or founded a band by the name of Transmutation. As quiet as this gentleman can be, just in the back, making us all look so beautiful on camera. I've seen this guy shred. Now, granted, this is an acoustic guitar, so no pressure, but please give it up for Aston Lopez.
Hello, everybody. I didn't expect to be here. I mean, I expected to be here, but I expected to be over there, not up here. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Did you all hear about the Mercury Cafe? Gypsy House? What's going on? What is happening out there? There's a lot of art spaces that are not doing so hot right now. We have the privilege of being here and existing. It's hard, though. As somebody who's behind the scenes, I'll tell you, like, it is not easy to keep these things going. So that's why that QR code is there. For the cost of a cup of coffee per month, you can help support this organization. These events are free, and they always will be. But if you choose to donate, it will help us live as long as we can. That being said, yes, I do play in a couple bands. I have my band Transmutation. I'm going to play one of their songs for you. I'm also in another band, which is a hair metal band, actually. Not playing one of those, but I am going to be playing out this Sunday if you're interested. Come find me after. Anyway, this song, I'm going to give a little bit of a sound check for Avery, who's doing the sound in the back. How's this sound, Avery? Probably good, right? Okay, cool. This song is called The Wooden Window. I can see forward, words sound like noise. It's making me cornered. I have no voice. I can't go back home. It's unknown. The wooden window. Ancestors obscured. Languages misunderstood. Culture abandoned. Intrinsic unexamined. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain. Sight obscured in the unknown. What am I seeing? Shapes intertwined. They're not approving. I'm left behind. I can't go back home. It's unknown. The wooden window. Ancestors obscured. Languages misunderstood. Culture abandoned. Intrinsic unexamined. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain. Sight obscured in the unknown. It is a colonizer's native language. What's the point? Maybe if I learn it, I'll finally break the wooden window. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain, light obscured in the unknown. Thank you so much. No more surprises. That's all you get out of me. Thank you, Sarah Day. Give it up for your host, Sarah Day, everybody. I'm done.
Thank you, Aston. That's a lovely surprise, and you bet your butt I put it on social media. All right. Oh, I love this. Oh, somebody hit the light switch. Come on, I want to be dim. There you go. Thank you. So I'm tempted to say Bernicia. Yeah? Bernicia, how are you feeling this evening? Yeah? Do you need a minute? Okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. This is why we make it, you know. Mix J, you feel like you're ready? All right, please give it up for Mix J. They will be the feature next month. Come on up.
Thank you, Sarah Day. It's good to see you here hosting. Yeah. You make me think of some of the Sapphic events that I've seen you at, performing at, and clearly I'm wearing a shirt of a place that was mentioned earlier. I was there helping clean earlier today and just going through all the gems, all the dirt, all the dust of Mercury Cafe. It's not going away, y'all. It's not going away. They're keeping pretty much everything. It's just gonna be legally known as the Pearl. So thank you to Pearl Divers for taking on quite a feat. As someone that's been going there since 2020, it's pretty much where I first read my poetry out loud, where I learned how to swing dance, hosted markets. Most of my lovers I met there. So I will be sharing a poem about the Merc after this first one. My name is Mix J. I use they, them, their singular pronouns. I will be the feature next month. Thank you to Aston for having me. Which one do I want to start with? This one's called Life's Clinical, and I wrote it last year in September. Why is it so dark? Too much mood lighting. And we all have to pretend to not know that everything we do so hard is not forever. The relationships we fight so hard for are not forever. And we could give up and it will make more sense. And we're meant to eat 3 times a day for at least 20 minutes, but not longer because you have things to do. But don't rush because that's bad for you too. Eat, but just enough or you'll feel ill or get fat or both. If you don't eat enough, you'll wither away. And eat the right things. Whole foods, plant-based, not junk processed stuff. But you need time to prepare it, so find time. Taking care of yourself is fucking hard. And who you ask says their own version of the almighty answer. But what I do know is, when I struggle, I can write some poetry, make some art, go out, hopefully, in the sun, in this beautiful state, and dance. Dance you can do anywhere, anytime. And I am instantly better. It helps me to put into sense what I'm feeling and what's happening in the world. I know I pretty much just very plainly just described what poetry is, but you know what I mean? It's magic. I know I should exercise more regularly, stretch, sleep, get checkups by medical professionals certified by other humans. Oh, and if there's one thing, speaking of, I fucking learned after waiting for dental care for 13 hours since 3 a.m. is that you need to fucking floss. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck. You need to fucking floss. It's just one more thing added to the routine. It's tough. It's expensive sometimes. And it's confusing. But if there was just one day when I didn't have to worry about chronic pain, I'd probably die. Life's out against you. It could always be worse, though. And sometimes, just like the poems, things don't have much more of an uptake than that. We're talking about life, after all. So that's that one. Thank you. I'll do like two more, get a good range so you can see what to expect. No, I'm going to have so much new stuff next. I was looking through all my stuff because, planned to come through here last minute, and I was like, there's like 30 unfinished poems that I need to work on because it's stuff I want to say and stuff that happened, This one I wrote not too long ago, I think, almost a month ago. It's titled My Sweet Summer Is Gone, which is a song, I don't know if you've heard it. It's very poppy. When we met, the season was different. The sun, my shade, your sweet summer presence, gone. To return once more a month after, replaced by a quick progression of autumn pain. Now here, I'm embarrassed for the first time in my 5 years of reading poems on stages to read this measly poem to you. We can't help but relish in the close cuddles while we anticipate the smiling sweat once more. And this person had an addendum, so I wrote addendum, and they suggested chapped lips, chapped dicks. I don't know. I'm not a poet. I mean, it's like relevant, but it's like not poetic. I don't know. I asked you if you ever think to quit while you're ahead. Because I don't look forward to arguing with you. And then we did last week. And then this week. So it's begun. I don't look forward to losing, to winning. I don't have it in me. I really didn't have it in me on Monday. I'm really tired. I cry as I fear all the worst, which at the end of the day would simply be not being here with you. I cannot wait to tell you I love you when an appropriate amount of time has gone by. For you. And then in a conversation with this person, like the next day or something, I kind of like put into words what we were saying to each other, or put into the poem. I'm new to feelings. You're a pro. I have room to grow. You move fast. I move slow. You're a hare. I'm a tortoise. I move with purpose. So maybe they're a poet after all. Thank you. That's that one. I like, I don't know. I don't think this is odd anymore. I'm not going to lie. Low-key. But it's fine. I don't care. But yeah, I like using quotes of people in conversations and stuff, so maybe I'll try to do one next month. I want to end. I'll be going there after this, which I haven't been to Mercury Cafe in like 5 months because of all the union stuff, and it feels right to start getting back into it. So I do have 2 poems. One I'll share later tonight, and then one is kind of a generalized poem. You'll get it. But yeah, this will be my last one. I wrote it December 2023. A love letter to the most animate of the inanimate. I get it, but I don't get it. Mountains are cute or whatever, but I don't really care unless it's wet and birds are trying to steal my food while sand enters my butt. I don't smoke weed. I hate hiking. People always ask me then, without skipping a beat, why are you in Colorado? Why do you spend any time here? because I can go to 4 different open mics a night in Denver. I'm getting emotional. It's just, yeah, it's beautiful. And still be amazed by the talent every time, whether it's music, poetry, comedy. I can dance my butt off with other people any time of the day at one of the many dance studios, clubs, day parties, parks, venues that we care so much about, and not feel alone unless I want to. I can yell, "Yes, bitch, work," and really mean it. Because the Colorado drag scene is fucking fierce. Because the sunsets, pretty much no matter where you are, and I'm somewhere else every month, are the best in the world. And I've been to more places than most. So I may not be a hiker, but the silhouette of the mountains, I mean, I can't deny that. And the rich pink and reds, they fill my Google Photos. I can make beautiful things with my hands with all the resources provided and be a full-time artist. I always say, Colorado has everything but the ocean. I start this poem as I drive away from the Mercury Cafe. I think, dog damn, am I lucky to go back there in 2 days for some more of that poetry, dancing, drama. I'm performing drag there again this month. 2 months from now, I'll be hosting another market there. It's been almost a year at this point, but driving through 5 Points, about to tell a lover, that one. My favorite thing about this area is that there were always drunk fucks falling over, no matter what day. Sleeping north of City Park, I sometimes hear jazz, even when it's not the summer markets, the summer concerts. They have free summer concerts, like every other park here. If you looked at my Google Calendar, and specifically when I'm in Colorado, you'd think I'm crazy. And you're right. Crazy for all this beauty, this city, this state has to boast. Thank you so much for listening. Come back next month.
Thank you, Mix J. I will say I agree. I think Colorado has everything except for the ocean. In 2 weeks? Are you taking big luggage or little luggage? So, listen, I was trying to catch a ride. I was just trying to go with you. Yeah, in the suitcase, of course. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for showing up in community. Thank you for being yourself. And just, I'm super excited. A lot of us are super excited. No, I'm not too much. You're too much. We're excited to see you next month. So thank you, Mixture. One more by Nikki Giovanni this evening. This is called I Wrote a Good Omelet. Happy Women's History Month. I wrote a good omelet and ate a hot poem. After loving you, see, I buttoned my car and drove my coat home in the rain. After loving you, I got on red and stopped on green, floating somewhere in between being here and being there. After loving you, I rolled my bed. No, I mean, I turned down my hair. I mean, slightly confused, but I don't care. Laid out my teeth and gargled my gown. Then I stood and laid me down to sleep after loving you. Nikki Giovanni. She's so good. Bernicia, my friend. Not the collective exhale. Y'all say, ooh. Bernicia, you're going to do amazing. Please welcome Bernicia to the stage. A painter and a plant lover. We love to see it.
Okay, well, since it's, Women's Month, and recently, Jahela and we lost the matriarch of our family, so I wrote this poem for my mom. going to try not to cry. My dears, just because you can't see me doesn't mean that I'm not still there. If you sit quietly and just breathe, you'll be able to feel my love everywhere. You weren't, nor was I, ready to leave you. That is true. But it was simply my time. So please don't despair, my loves, for one day we will meet again when it's your heavenly bedtime. Until then, do me this courtesy. Live the life I gave you, spreading affection and tenderness to everyone cordially. This life can be funny, and oftentimes not so sunny. But no matter your experiences, things will be sweeter when you use less vinegar and more honey. Open yourself up to the unknowns, to more of the new. Don't be afraid, because you'll be all right. I'll help you get through. Embrace who you are with every fiber of your heart. If you don't know yet, that's fine. Dig deep. That's the best place to start. Never settle for less than you think you deserve. You know you weren't raised to sit quietly and reserved. You are pillars of strength, mountains of fire. So cast away the self-doubts, the naysayers, and the critics, for the devil is a liar. Love how you want, who you want, what you want, when you want, where you want. Take those leaps, lest your soul be left gaunt. And finally, take me with you in your thoughts, your spirit, and your memory. And just remember that each and every one of you is a continuation of my story.
Thank you for sharing. But did it feel good? Yeah? Yeah. And that's why I love this space, for moments like that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being vulnerable. And I just wish you healing and peace, and that you'll come back and keep sharing because you're really talented. Well, with that, I feel like we should all take a collective inhale and exhale. And remember that we are all present, we are all loved, we are all so cherished and appreciated in this space, okay? Thank you. Now, we have had such an amazing evening. Or I guess I'm speaking for everybody when I say that. I've had an amazing evening, and I hope all you have as well. We are about to get into our featured performer. So here we go. Our featured performer is Toluwanimi Obiwole. Yeah? Toluwanimi Obiwole. There's like a poetry in that. I love it. She's a Nigerian multidisciplinary artist who explores her art through poetry, visual art, curation, and textile production. Very talented. She's a seasoned storyteller, poet, and visual artist with a dedication to re-indigenization, intergenerational healing, and cultural memory keeping. I love that. I love that. Cultural memory keeping, right? Thank you. She was the former Youth Poet Laureate for the state of Colorado and has received awards for DEI storytelling from the University of Colorado Boulder. She is a 2-time TEDx speaker, has published a book of poems with penmanship books in New York City, and has been published in Haymarket Books' most recent iteration of the Breakbeat Poets. Congratulations. Her practice as a storyteller has opened the door for her to introduce poetic storytelling methods to people who otherwise would not engage with poetry. Please all give a big, mighty round of applause for Toluwanimi Obiwole.
Hi, everyone. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit because gravity really, really loves me. All right. Oop. Kind of. There we go. Yay! Thank you all for being here and being present and sharing and just like really setting the spirit of this place and allowing me to also share with you all. Yeah, I've got poems. I just came from work. And so and like corporate America like is not it. Like it just like is not it. I actually also put in my 2 weeks today. So mind you, I've been working for 3 weeks. So a collective total of 5 weeks worked, and I'm done. I've had enough. But yeah, I'm gonna share some poems with y'all. See if I remember some of them at least. So I know what my moon is, practice my medicine. My purse is potent, carry knowledge everywhere I'm going. Got a pocket knife, got a pocket Bible. Bhagavad Gita, yes, I need it, no, I got no rivals. I possess the tongue to spell a poem into spirit healing. Also got the holy fist, catch it, check it if you need it. I got the juice, you can see it. Sipping on my mason jar, greens, fruits, and chia seeds, yeah. I got the magic if you peep it. Blend it up, smoothie sweet, hot or cold. Got that gold speaking as a form of healing. I morph into oracle. Soul is a crystal ball. My poems writing on the wall. Let my body demonstrate the skeleton of prayer. Surrender to creator. Spread my light, create a crater. My talk back game like Jordan on jazz. Got my vocals jumping flames. They want to call me the man. Mama says I got the type of tongue to get me in trouble. It's just my rhetoric so tight. Got you seeing in double. Don't take my promise for a threat. If I said it, then bet. I tell the truth like a survivor, so don't come from my head. I got that gap like Angela, fist like Diallo. Don't fuck around with stupid America like Lalo. Belt made of severed heads. Tongue got that street cred. Collie with the karma. I'm coming quick like justice. Don't have to raise my voice above a whisper to achieve my goals. I'm laying low. Black witch manifest in tenfold. Wrap my essays like my spells in secret with my sage burning extraterrestrial babe. But I stay swerving, trilingual with my blessings. Pray with purpose, rise with these. Plant my garden with rich intentions. I'm eating golden greens. Mercury got a hold on me. The ocean is my mother. Climbing up that amethyst rock. Call me the healing soldier. My soldier's getting older. I pray my rhymes get colder to build the boldest altar. Thank y'all. Poems. So I have like a 200-page Google Doc of poems that I just have. Like I really felt it when you said like I have so many poems that I just don't really read out loud a lot. And so I really love coming to places like this where it feels like I'm being held very intimately. So I feel like I can share like all my soft poems, all the ones that, you know, I have maybe not given the light that they need. So yeah, gonna read some of those, get into that. If I can find them. It's also been a while since I've read a lot of these poems, so we shall see. Okay. So speaking of monies, I get money sha. Long money, oil country money, shakara money, gele tide and Dallas money, that dowry. Rolls Royce on unpaved road money, visa money, real immigrant money, PhD work in McDonald's money, infant daughter in the dark money, rice every night money, black mama mattress money, saving account to school clothes money. My money knows all the home remedies. My money has died in its own home the last 20 years. Yes, I got that young money. Platinum grill kissing Topo Chico glass money. Gold chain at the beauty supply money. Forget the history, remember the hunger money. 80-hour work week money, 30-hour salary money, non-profit money. My money don't speak English but got an English degree. My money got 3 accents for the occasion. My money bend its mouth around your name like a bit. My money got post-traumatic colony disorder. My money already found the receipts. My money will show you where to sign the check. My money got 2 passports and always 2 exit strategies. My money read Zora Neale Hurston when she was alive. My money got yellow teeth. My money is a picture book in a South Carolina home. My money got 30,000 visitors a year. My money still ain't welcome here. My money got no country to go back to, got no picture on the front, got no loyalty but to the ocean and the bridges I build across it. Give me water. When the nations lose their names, I'll inherit what the borders haven't eaten, build a cup to overflow from, a home for my own body for free. Poems. More poems. Let's see. Man, how are y'all feeling? You're feeling good? Yeah, feeling all right? I'm just gonna keep going. I'm like, it's been a while since I read some poems, and sometimes I just like to read. Like, sometimes it feels so good to hear your own voice and to also read your poems like spells. They're kind of like confirmation. I feel like a lot of the times I write things that my body knows about later. And so when I go back to them, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, you were onto something. You were really onto something. And so, yeah, also, I'm going to be reading more poems on March 22nd at this wonderful event called Flowetry. Yeah, so Flowetry is happening at the Museum for Black Girls, which is on 16th Street Mall. I did not know that they changed locations there, but it's in the old Victoria's Secret. They flipped it out. Like, it's a whole actual museum now, and it's really dope. But that'll be happening starting at like 6 p.m. on the 22nd. So if you want to hear even more of these things, I got poems. I remember earlier Sarah Day had mentioned something about cussing and how cussing might get me penalized. And now I'm imagining them in the back room going, bleep, 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 bleep. And so, cussing. I was like, maybe I should avoid the ones that are with the cussing. But I'm gonna do some cussing, maybe. Perhaps, perchance. Okay. So, this is a poem. I'm sure there's like a lot of trigger warnings I could probably give around it. If you need to leave, you can. But hopefully this is kind of, I don't know. All right. The bullshit of virginity and sexual submission in 4 parts. 1. I found my clitoris around the age of 4. The praying doll I got for my birthday found her hands locked between my thighs when the automated plea to God alerted my mother in the other room. And that was the first time I learned what sin was. Mama couldn't look me in the eyes as she explained what my hands did, made my body a sandbox, an uncleanable minefield for which I would have to repent with a guilty tongue for the next 12 years. I couldn't touch myself without the sweet Virgin Mary reminding me her body was God's choice and Joseph's dilemma, her arms extended in mercy and compliance. 2. Over the phone, my youngest brother talks about the previous night, the bittersweet of his first time, the girl in the backseat of his Pathfinder, how he hopes she doesn't get too attached. I am 20. Still a virgin with a 10:30 p.m. curfew, the unquestionable law that I cannot date holds sour in my mouth, while men in my home country will tell their sons to find a woman who is unharvested, overripened fruit, tender skin that will remember the bruises as a lesson. They say, amuse yourself with the pleasures of a girl who allows her skirts to keep no secrets. The ring is a promise. Allows her skirts to keep no secrets. Good women come with resealable lips, are praised for taking lions as husbands. The ring is a promise his teeth will not close over her head. And all I know is that gold is a malleable element. 3. There is no easy metaphor for female genital mutilation. How a bride becomes herself with a blade, or broken glass, or tin lid. Cut the clitoris, sew the vulva tight enough for good sex. There is no anesthetic. Only the tradition of knowing your body is God's choice and your husband's dilemma. Hundreds of millions of women alive today know trauma as a missing body part. The testimony is that they are still alive, and because they are, I cannot keep visiting my body as a ghost. 4. Motherfuck a life without release. I am collecting myself in parts from music videos and sermons. Let me be virtuous as the priestess and brazen as Lilith before Eve, because what's a pussy but a portal? But the face of God, I've got 13 years of Jesus is watching hanging above my bed like the nightmare before chapel, and now I hold masturbation night vigils in velvet nightgowns. I started cussing in church to spite anyone who would ever call me respectable. I do not want a spouse who thinks I was born when they found me, that I exist because I am theirs. I don't fuck for the experience. I pull the moan from my throat for the girl repenting for the sin of early breasts, because my orgasm was never a cause for celebration, and now it is, because I am mine. I am whole. I am everything I ever desired, and desire itself. Poems. More poems. So, how many of y'all take your dreams really seriously? Yo, I take my dreams very, very extremely seriously. And yeah, I wrote a poem about it. It's about dreams. I wrote this poem after reading this this philosophical book on dreams, in which like this person actually was like, I get it. They got it. Like being in dreams, being in other realms. Anyway, it's about dreams. It is said that our dreams are where we truly live, that this waking world is the real slumber. Our dreams create points of existence. There are dreams that are sold in the market, packaged or fresh, imaginative dreams in which I believe myself, in which I do not use the word imagine like a curse or thrown bouquet, but hold what I create in this other life as truth. I daytime dream when the sleep won't come, nature walk, gaze on glory. Like Mississippi minister, I let my mind wander. I call that too prayer. I don't dream of escape. I dream of internment neighborhood turn intentional community. I say to the mirror, I am not wrong, and it becomes a dream. I walk like any path I go down will be the right one, and that dream spills over into alchemy. I dream in hunted languages. I have the only kinds of dreams they cannot kill. Oak dreams, cypress dreams, dreams that hold the earth by the root like Jacob for his blessing and do not let go until we are her children again. Citizen dreams, dreams with revoked visas and louder voices, dreams of burned borders and returned lands. I travel into and out of and from the future because my blood does. I exist as the dream of 7 generations back. I dream, see a future for myself, and a future opens for 7 generations forward, beyond trauma, beyond death, beyond every system that calls itself my master. I dream in blueprints, in uprisings. I dream to understand my waking silence. I dream to practice breaking it. My dreams are as powerful as my prayer, powerful as an almighty architect's signature. I dream in clean oceans and plastic coffins, in reparations and motherships. I dream from a podium drenched in the dictator's blood. I dream as the dictator. I dream and become everything. A psalm sung when famine come, unbound by the physics of bone, unimpeded by the end of the sun. Awake in this world I created. Do I have time for like 1, 2? I don't see anyone here telling me I can't stop saying things. I'm gonna keep saying things. All the things. Yeah. Like, okay. I have this poem about home that I wrote last year when I returned home to Nigeria. Oh my God, that was last year. Wow, time is moving so quickly, a little too fast. But yeah, last year I went home to Nigeria and spent like a while there. And yeah, it just like, it really gathered me in ways that I did not expect. And so, yeah, this is a poem about that. Home is not always a poem, but it shapes me into one. When I am home, I am so enough. I am poetry when I have no words. I am strengthened by the late night boat rides on the lagoon. The solid earth of my body makes a moon of God's love. I am reborn in aimless strolls through the Unilag campus in the golden light of the afternoon, the hum of the call to prayer, the ground is flourishing because it is full of ash. Every fear burned, every curse turned carbon wing. These butterflies restore me. My home welcomes me with roses, hibiscus drink as holy water, sweet pepper in the rain. My nephew's screaming laughter bubbling the neighborhood awake. Someone sewed a nation out of poets and medicine men. Someone built their heart as a gallery here, an indigo-stained monument to soil and spirit. My country is the fifth wall in a 4-act comedy. My country is the paradox of everything and nothing at the same time, and what a powerful thing to be. A body grinding to amapiano in the starlight of Lagos while guns drum in the north. The beauty of wives making rice together in the courtyard while their husbands break their oaths. We starve in the midst of plenty. We gorge ourselves on late night laughter. We still sustain on love. My home has taught me to be the most human. To laugh and suck my teeth when the bus breaks down and make a friend on the sweaty, soaked walk home. To punch when touched, to threaten men with my teeth, to buy the pawpaw when it is sweetest at midday. My home is a lesson on weaving noise and gap-toothed smiles into currency. My home is not a poem, but it shapes me into one. I am coming out a careful sonnet. I am coming back a ghazal of sharpened eyes and oiled roots. I am coming back braided, unzipped, palm wine lips soaking the blunt, pockets overflowing with love notes and visa applications. I am coming back with the tongue of a people who were people before nationhood. I am coming back with memories crushed and ground into blooming fragrance. I am coming back with a new name for my rage, incantations for the garden, a new place to put my hands at midnight. I have arrived full and so much more than enough. And I think I'll close out with this song. Okay. Let's see. I hope I remember this song. Soft hands sewing needles worthy when they need me. Hand me brooms and pretty dresses, feminine they feed me. I've been fiending for a bigger definition of this box. Returning through divinity and busting through these locks, so I've been fiending for a bigger definition of this box. Returning to divinity and busting through these locks. Uber driver or supervisor gon' ask me about my work. Ain't no definition, gonna tell them about my worth. Now I'm price tracking, trying to reimagine how to eat up off my dreams. But how you dollar sign what's on these pages when I bleed though? When I bleed though? When I bleed though? How you dollar sign what's on these pages when I bleed though? Always in two places. Mama say I'm faceless. Ask me why I'm late. My demons standing at my gate, stretching $4 into everybody's backbone. Gotta pick the pieces up and be a real one. Be a brainstorm bank and share ideas on how to change the world. And do it all by four with some heels on. Bench pressing with my spirit got me so gone. Tell me how to be raw. Tell me how to be beautiful. Tell me how to take madness and make magic with my ruins too. Yeah, with my ruins too. Tell me how to take madness and make magic with my ruins too. Ask me how I'm flying, show you icy wings that flutter. Ask me how I'll hold a stage so brave and I don't stutter like. To be important, grow your teeth out. Don't be so lady, so they can see you now. No, bet you can see me now. Soft hands sewing needle worthy when they need me. Hand me brooms and pretty dresses, feminine they feed me. I've been fiending for a bigger definition of this box. Returning to divinity and busting through these locks. So I've been fiending for a bigger definition of this box. Returning to divinity and busting through these locks. Thank y'all so much.
While you run away, come here. Come here. Give it up one more time. So, I'm going to put you on the spot with love. When did you realize your voice was sacred?
So, I feel like the first time, and I'm not even trying to be cheesy here, but literally the first time I went to an open mic at the Mercury Cafe, I was 17 years old. So that was, I'm proud of my age. That was 14 years ago that I first went to the Mercury Cafe, and I stood up on an open mic and I was reading a poem that I had written about my name, and my hands were shaking so bad I could barely read off of the paper. And as I had written the poem, I'd asked my mother all of these questions about my name. And I'd written the poem, but as I was saying it out loud, something just really entered me. It was the actual spirit of my name, and all of the meanings of these names actually really stuck with me. And I was it was a completely different experience reading it just to myself without saying it out loud, but saying it out loud really I started to feel and understand oh, okay, that is the energy, the vibration of my voice, and that is what it does to me. So yeah, I feel like that's the first time.
And then, for all the people that are here that need to hear it one more time, and the people that are streaming, can you say your name and your social media handles, what events you have coming up?
Absolutely. My name is Toluwanimi Precious Oluwafunmilayo Lajumoke Arewa Shake Obiwole. And I go by Tolua, and my Instagram handle is TOLUWAOB. I've not been posting. I'm so happy people post for me because I don't do it. And Flowetry is happening on March 22nd, and I'll be reading poems, and I'll have an amazing yogi who will be interpreting my words and movement as I'm speaking them, and that will be for many different people. So yeah. at Museum for, I was about to say Museo, Museum, Museum for Black Girls on 16th Street Mall. And so that is happening. There are tickets. You can get them if you go to like the Instagram of Soul Flower Experiences, flower like the flower, and SOUL, Soul Flower Experiences. This incredible woman named Jaleesa runs that, and she's the one putting on the event. So, and I will be participating. But yeah.
Thank you so much. We hope to see you here again as well. Like, you're always welcome. You're part of our family now, and just thank you for blessing our ears and our spirits. You guys enjoy that? Yes, yes. So I was told I got to give away free stickers, but I was thinking about charging you all, unless I hear a whoop whoop. All right, I'll give them away for free. So feel free, take one or two and just pass them around. And Mix J is actually going to come up and make a quick announcement. And please take a sticker.
Good. Hi. I should have mentioned when I was reading earlier, but number one, I have an open mic. Well, I have 3 starting next month. 2 technically new ones every April. April is National Poetry Month. If you didn't know that, now you know. And starting every April, I host my open mics in Commons Park. It's a potluck style too. So if you're interested in that, I can give you my Instagram. It's actually on the sheet in case I need to run off. But and then next Wednesday is the second time I'm hosting the open mic at Same Cafe. If you don't know, it's a pay what you can daytime restaurant that will be open later. 6:30 sign up, 7 to 9. Anything, come hang out at Same Cafe next Wednesday, and every third Wednesdays. And then I should have also announced I am looking for immigrants that would like to be in my Made by and for Immigrants variety showcase. 2-timer right here. So yeah, if you know of anyone that is an immigrant, like immigrated wherever, it doesn't have to be this country, just has that experience, please let me know, whether they're a poet, comedian, musician, improviser, whatever. Yeah. See, my events are by default all ages, but I do swear. So it's like, I don't, bring, yeah, like we'll talk about it. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Like I want to make it work. So like, yeah, I want to do an all ages variety show as well with drag. I do drag as well. So yeah, anyone that's interested in any of these art forms, just like talk to me, honestly. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, to Jahala, to Soren, to Aston in the back, to Vince, to Mix J, to Bernicia, to Tolu Wanimi. Shout out you. Thank you all for performing and sharing your voices this evening. And for the rest of you, I gotta call you all out again. Thank you for being here. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I still have to do my job. I can't just make you guys feel good. There is a QR code right there on the top right corner of that screen. And if you scan it with your handy dandy cell phone that collects all of our information anyway, boop, boop. Oh, look at that. I have Sacred Voices in my phone. I can stay connected. I love Sacred Voices. That's you in the near future if you scan that QR code. Thank you so much. I also just want to shout out before we get out of here, and then I wish you all a beautiful evening. Sacred Voices does poetry workshops. And we tend to target schools with the majority of students in the free or reduced like lunch program, for example. We never turn away a school for lack of funds. So we want every student to get a good arts education, which is only possible with your support. Now, I don't want to just be up here like, give me money, give me money. It's not for me, it's for the organization. And I wouldn't be up here if I didn't believe in the work that they're doing. I've been hosting this event now since last April, and I can say from behind the scenes to in front of the scenes, like they're doing amazing work, truly. Not just within this space, but for the youth as well. So please stay connected. If you can donate, please do donate. And thank you for donating your time this evening, your smiles, your presence. Like, we do not take it for granted, you know? I'm going to ask one more thing of you all before we get out of here, okay? Y'all got rhythm? Oh, y'all look confident. Okay, cool. So, okay, now this side over here, you guys are my ooh section, okay? So I want to hear you guys go ooh, but on beat, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, ooh. Excellent, good job. Now this side over here, y'all are my ah section, okay? But it's like you gotta release it, right? So it's gonna be like a ah, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, ah. Come on, oohs. Ooh. Yeah. Feels good, huh? Y'all are all blushing. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You too, Vince. Yeah. I almost asked for your guitar. A few more times. Come on. Trust in it. Yeah. Keep going. Well, only you could make me smile like that, yeah. And bring me right back to life when I've been moving too fast. Life's been moving too fast. It makes me wonder, how could I have gone this long? What's a melody if I can't sing along? Feel your energy around me all day long. Okay. You guys are amazing. All of you are welcome back here. Happy Sacred Voices Live Friday. Thank you again for performing. Thank you again for performing. Thank you to our team in the back. Please give it up for our team in the back. Amazing, amazing work back there. And with that being said, oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. My name is Sarah Day. Thanks. Have a great evening. And we're here every second Friday of the month. So it's free. We'd love to see you guys. I know I put some of you on the spot. I hope you don't hate me for it. And every first Friday, we are over at the Lighthouse Writers Workshop, which actually got rescheduled here in March. So it'll be happening next Friday, which is the 21st. If you need more information about that, please let us know, and we'll let you, in on the information. Top secret. And yeah, you guys are amazing. See you guys next month. Have a great night.